Welcome to Nerd Power Hour, ladies and gentlemen. We are on episode 3.
Yes.
The show that is making the internet blow up. Dude, would you ever do that in real life? Like, I don't even know what he was welding.
I once told my woman to calm down, and that's exactly what happened. So yes, I am a victim to the game.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Make sure your mic open up. We got new mics, you guys,
like
so hopefully you can hear us. Yeah, you know, just put it this way.
There you go, like that.
Don't with it too much.
I like it. No, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
It's like a little red dot. Little red dot. There you go.
All right.
I'm set. Are you set?
I'm set. All right, guys.
Awesome.
As always, I am Will at Heroic Studios.
And I am Jay Straight.
And we are bringing you guys the news of the week. Welcome
Yes.
to Nerd Power Hour. And we are excited to do this.
Absolutely.
And I am Iron Man. So, Avengers Endgame came out this week, man. You remember seeing it in theaters?
Just a few times. Like 4 or 5 times.
You saw it 4 or 5 times?
I saw it realistically about 3 times. Yeah.
What the hell was I?
You were at one of them.
Yeah, at the premiere, but I thought that was it.
You're not my only friend. That's okay.
Well, screw you, dude. I'm not inviting you over for nothing anymore.
Okay. I was with my 3 best friends. Me, myself, and I did see it about 3 times.
No one
It
fucking
was
goes to the
phenomenal.
movies by themselves.
No.
Okay. Anyways, just by this week alone, Avengers Endgame, I don't know, like, this came on DVD, but they did a re-release in theaters where they had like what, 10 minutes extra footage or something?
They had extra content.
Extra content to make that extra billion-dollar mouse.
They're like, we're this close. What do we got to do?
Right.
A little bit more content.
A little bit more. And we kind of touched base on that last episode where we tried to go over some of the things that the Russo brothers have confirmed, such as Scarlet Witch being able to beat Thanos, and why the hell Gamora teamed up with all the girls even though she didn't know anybody.
Because why not?
It doesn't work. I mean, in terms of that, it's just...
But like, if she wasn't added, everyone would have been saying, where's Gamora?
Plot thread, she doesn't know anybody. That's what I would have said. Like,
okay.
Like, I get the whole girl power thing and how it was like cool and stuff.
Yep.
But Gamora was like, "Yo, ladies, let's do this." And I'm like, "Wait, you don't know half these bitches. What are you doing?"
What about Nebula?
Nebula was in there from.
Then she followed Nebula.
I guess that would be it. But wait, was Nebula in that girl power thing?
I think so.
No, we literally
watched it like 20 minutes ago. I don't even remember.
We literally just watched this movie like 20 minutes ago. We don't even remember. She wasn't in it. Okay.
Why wasn't Nebula in that?
Maybe
that's the next question.
She's not technically a woman. She's more of a cyborg. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. But the actress who played her is freaking hot. Like,
yeah, I do like blue chicks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, the Russos have confirmed a really huge plot point or theory that we have been actually theorizing about since we saw Endgame in theaters, and that is the idea that there are actually 2 Captain Americas running around in the same MCU timeline. Yep. Just to make everything
work together.
Yeah, I guess, but I get the idea. Like the whole time, there were 2 Captain Americas. This just didn't get started with Endgame. Literally from Iron Man throughout the whole MCU, there's always been 2 Captain Americas.
So what was the other one doing?
The other one was living his life out with Peggy Carter.
That makes sense, though.
It makes perfect sense. So
because that was his end game. That was his whole thing. He wanted to be with Peggy from the beginning.
He was existing the entire time as Roger Stevens, the entire time throughout the whole MCU.
I like the switching of the name.
Yeah,
classic.
So no one would be like, oh, this is this is Captain America sitting in a McDonald's for some reason and not doing anything. That's cool.
I'm with it.
I guess it's some type of cool witness protection. What do you think about that theory?
I mean, it makes me wonder when they showed the final scene where he was dancing, where the second one was then.
The second one was probably still frozen in ice because they hadn't found him yet. So it's kind of like that catch-22 when it comes down to like quantum mechanics and how it works and stuff like that. But then,
come on. Quantum mechanics. Okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. Now I understand completely. Now it all makes sense.
Quantum mechanics is not a hard concept to understand, ladies and gentlemen. It's like real simple. Just think fourth dimensionally. Fifth, if you want to go into that extra realm, but fourth. Okay, so basically,
yes,
you have space-time, right?
Okay.
We currently live in 4 dimensions.
Yes.
What's the 4th dimension?
The one where I'm talking to you guys right now. Right? The fourth wall? Deadpool?
No.
It makes sense to me.
God damn it.
I get it.
God damn it, no.
Sorry. It made a lot of sense to me. I understood that.
That's the 4th wall. That's not the 4th dimension.
The same thing.
They're not. They're not the same thing. Those are completely
Let me ask you.
things.
What's the 4th dimension with?
Time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I quit. I'm taking this.
The Nerd Power Hour featuring Not the Nerd. That's what it is. That's what it is.
All right, so here's how it works. We live in 3 dimensions of space, X, Y, and Z, up, down, and somewhere out there. That's space, right?
Yes.
But time, you can't be in a certain place without being there at a certain time.
Okay.
You can't be at some place in time without being at a certain place.
Yes.
Like you're right here in my office at like 8:30 p.m. On a Wednesday.
Yep.
Right? That's what the 4th dimension is, right?
Okay.
So thinking about that in terms of Captain America going back, his future was technically his past. Get it? He went back. So if you were to go back in time right now, you going back in time would be your future because you hadn't gone back in time yet.
Correct. And that'd be what I'm about to do.
Relative to you, exactly. Right? So when Steve Rogers went back in time to be with Peggy, that was his future, even though it took place in the past.
Okay.
So when you're thinking about that 4th dimensionally, doesn't make sense, but like they explain in Avengers, when you're doing something from your perspective, doesn't matter where in time that happens, that's going to be your future.
And that was also their whole take on time travel, that entire movie.
Yeah,
was that type of time travel where your present became your past and stuff like that.
Yeah, they kind of altered some stuff in there. Like they kind of retcon a lot of like basic Back to the Future stuff. You can't mess with the timeline, otherwise it'll be like a whole
different timeline.
Yeah, I mean, technically there is thoughts or theories about a multiverse happening within the MCU, which is another branch of the Marvel multiverse. So it's kind of confusing because the MCU is like another universe that within branched off from the comic books, which have like an infinite amount of universes. So the main Marvel universe is 616. And then we have the MCU, which is another number that I forgot. Then there's like a zombie universe, there's like an Ultimate Universe, which doesn't exist anymore. So the MCU is like a branch off the comic books, which now because of Endgame has branched off another set of MCU multiverses, I guess.
Well, I mean, now that they've like played with it a little bit in Endgame, I could see a lot more of that type of playing in Phase 4.
You're gonna have to. I mean, when you
look at the types of movies that are coming out and the type of characters that are being presented, it's gonna have a lot more of that type of element to it.
I hope they don't do like a Rick and Morty where you don't know which Rick and Morty you're dealing with.
I don't think they would do that.
It's so confusing because there was one episode I was watching of Rick and Morty. I'm like, wait, is this our Rick and Morty that we're dealing with or a completely different Rick and Morty? I hate that. Don't do that, Marvel, because we don't even know what we're dealing with because people are going to be like...
And don't question the squirrels.
The squirrels?
Yeah. With Rick and Morty, the squirrels. Remember? Squirrels.
Oh, yeah, that
Chipmunk
episode.
Squirrels?
I have to actually rewatch Rick and Morty because season 4 is happening in November. By the way, season 4 of Rick and Morty is happening in November. # not sponsored. Anyway. So there's 2 Captain America. They were existing the whole time.
Yes.
But let's say when we were watching Civil War and they were having Peggy Carter's funeral, Roger Stevens was actually at the funeral. Okay? But that was our present. Now, if we were to go and watch Endgame again and then watch Civil War and be like, oh, Roger Stevens in Civil War, that's kind of like taking place in the past. But at the same time, perspective to us, we didn't know. So that was our present. If Steve Rogers was alive or a real person in real time, it would be more or less like his present as well.
Okay.
But he has already experienced the future relative to us as far as in-game being an actual event. So it's kind of like he's here, bounces back, kind of works his way up to where he gives Sam Wilson the Captain
shield.
America. Exactly.
Yep.
So he's already experienced that. He just went back and experienced it again, so to speak. He just saw it from a different perspective. So it's kind of like two Steves existing at the same time exactly. One is his past self existing in the present, while one is his future self existing in the present at the same time. Did that just blow your mind?
A little bit.
Yeah,
but the idea makes sense.
It makes sense. And
especially for what he really wanted to do.
And theoretically, it's possible. The only problem with time travel in the real world is that it only exists if you use a singularity, a black hole. If you get close enough to the event horizon, which is the center of the black hole, time slows down. So if I was in the event horizon for 5 hours, theoretically 5 years have passed here. So time travel for me would be, I'm in the future 5 years. Relative to me, I would experience that time change. I wouldn't. I would experience 5 hours while you experience 5 years. Make sense? So, but there's no way in real time to actually go backwards in time. It's only moving forward. All right.
Correct.
So, all right. Well, that's the end of segment 1 of Nerd Power Hour. We're gonna come back with you with some other cool stuff. I think. Have you seen Crazy Rich Asians?
I have not.
Oh, we're gonna talk about Crazy Rich Asians.
Loved it.
All
Love
right.
Crazy Rich Asians.
I can't f***ing do this anymore!
That was seriously f***ed up. We almost died.
So you agree?
Yes, this was insane. That was pure luck. I was not in control of that situation at all. Look at this, Morty. Look at my f***ing hand. Look at this shit.
Why do you keep doing this to us?
I don't know, Morty. Maybe I hate myself. Maybe I think I deserve to die. I don't know. We need a vacation.
So you haven't seen Crazy Rich Asians?
Not yet.
Neither have I. I haven't. I mean, I heard it was a great movie and all.
Yeah.
But it didn't appeal to me. And of course, when I said that on Twitter, people call me racist. Oh, you didn't see Crazy Rich Asians?
Can I start the debate by saying it's because The Rock wasn't in it? Which kind of leads into the segment of what we're going to talk about.
Probably, but
Fair
The Rock
enough.
is an Asian.
Oh, wasn't that what we're talking about? Isn't that what we're talking about? I think that's exactly what we're talking about.
All right, dude, take it away. Take it away.
Okay, so one of the bigger things that this movie kind of brought out was the idea of, do you go with a movie where the people playing the parts are the actual heritage, or do you go for something that people who are super popular and are going to raise a lot of money in the box office, and you go for those type of actors and actresses?
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, Crazy Rich Asians wasn't a movie about, well, let's make an Asian movie, right? It wasn't about like inclusivity. How you say? I don't know how to say that word.
Where it's just that specific type?
Yeah, you know,
like Black Panther.
Yeah, like Black Panther. Black Panther was specific
All
to the
black
character. Like, this is a different, because I don't think there's a source material to Crazy Rich Asians.
I don't think so.
Except by the stereotype that all Asians in America are pretty well off financially. I mean, I've never met a poor Asian. Have you?
Anyway.
When I say Asian, I mean like Chinese. Like, Chinese people, they just got their shit together.
Okay.
Okay? It's gotta learn how to drive, guys. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, you know. This is
I mean, he just did say that.
I just
did say that.
I'm not going to edit it, but I mean, is it considered a stereotype if it's true? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure it's still a stereotype.
I like chicken.
Didn't we cover this in week 1?
No. I like chicken and watermelon. You can call that a stereotype, but who on earth does not like chicken and watermelon? If so, what the fuck is wrong with you if you don't enjoy chicken and watermelon? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not a stereotype. Someone says, go eat your chicken and watermelon. Okay. Like, I'm not going to debate that. You got some? Because I want some. Simple as that. Now that you said it, I want some now, okay?
Okay.
So, to me, that doesn't...
But here's the thing. When do you start focusing on bringing in people who are the best in their field versus bringing in people to fit a specific thing you're trying to go for.
I think the only reason why this is even an issue is because the main actor, who you can see, the male, apparently he is a third white,
yeah,
a European, if you want to get specific. And people prior to knowing this, right, not knowing this, decided to make this a big deal. Look, the movie name is Crazy Rich Asians, not Crazy Third Asians. Like, he looks Asian, he plays the part well.
Yep.
I really don't understand why his specific DNA has to be a problem when casting goes on. Now, if you're going over to Black Panther and T'Challa, source material, there's source material for that.
Mm-hmm.
If you made T'Challa fucking Tom Hanks,
just because it's Tom Hanks.
Just because it's fucking Tom Hanks, like,
I don't think it would work as well.
No, it won't. So I think there's like a gray area there, so to speak. Like, I don't know who this guy is. He's a new actor. I don't know who he is. I've never even heard of this guy before the movie even came out. But at the same time, it's like, did he do a good job? I'm pretty fucking sure he did.
What do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on something that he literally can't control, which is nationality? Or do you want to focus on something that he can control, which is how good he did or good he didn't do?
Well, that's what you get hired for movies.
Correct.
So now you have these people running around saying, we need more diversity in films. That's fine.
We love that. Why not?
Why not? But can these diverse people act?
Can they do as good as a job as the people who are kind of ruling the Hollywood right now?
Exactly.
That's a good question.
Scarlett Johansson said, if she wants to play a tree, I'm going to play a tree. Bitch, can you play a tree? Because I really want to see you play a tree in terms of that. There was a movie called Happy
Vin Diesel did it.
Yeah, he did. But he was a voice.
He still did it.
He got paid for that.
Every single time he said it, I am Groot.
Words. Like, I didn't even hear Groot say it in Endgame. I saw Groot, but I didn't see him say it.
Did he say anything in Endgame? I don't think he did.
No. So did he?
Still got paid.
Did he?
I mean, he technically showed up.
No, he's probably trying to work on Furious 9, where they're going to be racing on Mars or some shit.
Why not?
Furious 9. Last one was Fate of the Furious. Guys, I'm talking to Andy G behind the camera. He doesn't know his movies.
Aren't you like a really big fan of that too? Yeah. Just nod. Yes, you were? Okay.
You can scream it. We might be able to hear you. Are you a big fan?
Fuck you!
Okay. You guys
We'll take that as a maybe.
We're not talking to her.
We'll take that as a maybe.
A maybe. But anyways, back on the topic. So okay. I think the issue comes from people forcing diversity. And I think we talked about this before. People who are forcing diversity into streams of entertainment, media, and all that stuff. I personally don't like it because it seems like you're trying to push an agenda by sacrificing storytelling and creativity for the sake of diversity.
Okay.
And I don't think that's right, because there's people who are writing comic books and they're pointing to the fact, oh, my character is trans. I'm like, that's great. How's your story? And I get to the story and the story's crap. I think that's the problem. So we're not bigots, we're not racist, we're not transphobes because we don't like...
On the other side, I kind of want to say that if they can pull it off, then that's awesome.
If they can pull it off.
Or if them being a certain way ties into that person's character development, then it's totally fine.
It is in a way, but then that's what acting is for, right?
Correct.
If Scarlett Johansson...
Well, are you talking about the person or are you talking about the person they're playing?
Both. If Scarlett Johansson wants to play a transgender woman, she's an actress. That's what she went to Juilliard for, to act. You know, that's the idea. It's all about who can play the role better and who gets the part. And sometimes you have that one part where you have a certain look for a character. Certain actors have to meet that look.
I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio's first movie, he played a kid with a mental disorder.
Did he really?
He really did. And he did so well that people thought he was actually mentally disabled. Fun fact. I don't know the name on top of my movie because we're talking about it, but yes.
We saw Spider-Man, right? Wasn't Jay Gyllenhaal in Brokeback Mountain? Made out with, God, what was his name? Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
We all know Jay Gyllenhaal is gay, right?
Great times.
I had no idea what the fuck I was watching. I was like, what's this horse movie? What's going on? Oh my God! Why are we watching this?
That's fine.
Yeah, Heath Ledger was cool, and then he came back and did The Dark Knight. So was Heath Ledger psychotic after he did The Dark Knight? Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, he literally was.
He had some demons when it came to finishing up that movie. But But yeah, no, I don't think should even be an issue. I mean, it might sound racist in 2019, but he looks Asian, so can he play the part? That's basically what they look for.
I'm almost wondering how much of it is an issue versus people trying to create an issue to try to create a storyline.
I think it's people just trying to create an issue. Like every week there's something going on Twitter for some reason. Apparently this one hit the fan and people were like, oh my God, he's white? Well, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like...
But would your experience with the movie been affected if you didn't know that? Like if you watched it and then afterwards you're like, oh, actually, I changed my mind. I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, you're not going to go watch Crazy Rich Asians a second time and be like, well, he's a quarter white. I don't like this movie anymore. It's not inclusive.
You know what? Now I see the white. I see it now.
I don't
definitely watching it a second time with the knowledge.
That's like you watching Orange is the New Black and Sophia, who's in real life a transgender woman, you find out she wasn't really transgender. You're going to be like, well, she's not really transgender. I want to watch this show anymore.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense.
No, that makes sense. You're still going to watch.
Or like Christian Bale's not really an orphan in Batman. He's just a regular person with two parents.
Well, you can't fuck that up. I mean, how many times have we got told Batman's origin story?
No, what I'm saying is like they're not looking for an actor who is an actual orphan.
No, they're not.
They're just finding someone who will fit the part and pretend.
This is the part of being an actor.
Yes.
You're portraying somebody whom you're not.
Correct.
You know, if you want to portray a wizard, no fucking wizards running around, right?
That we know of.
That we know of,
we know
secretly. You want to play
Section 4.
Yeah, Captain America does not exist as far as every time you see Chris Evans, you're gonna be like, oh, throw your shield, Captain America. Oh, what the fuck? No, it's gonna be like these are actors playing. So every time you're like, oh, look, there's an Avenger, you gotta tell your kid, no, it's an actor. It's not real. Thanos is not a big giant purple dude walking around trying to snap people out of existence. Shit doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
So, you want to add to that before we close?
I think you kind of hit it on the head.
I do that.
People need to realize that you're watching a movie, and a movie's to be enjoyed, and don't critique it so much. There are people who get paid to do that. Just go there and enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
If you don't like something, you don't have to watch it. No one's forcing you to watch it.
But remember, back in the day, if you didn't see Black Panther, you were somehow racist.
I don't know.
Honestly, the only reason I saw Black Panther was because it was the first movie before Infinity War.
Wakanda.
I wasn't really like looking forward to it. Black Panther's not on my bread and butter in terms of superhero films. Now, if you're talking about Spawn or Blade, yo, let's do that.
Those were yours?
Oh my God, I love those movies. Awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna come back with some Pokemon Sword and Shield news, guys. Don't go away. Holla!
It's a Mr. Mime. They're the worst. Silent but annoying.
Does he recognize you? I think he recognizes you.
Well, I was Harry's partner, so I would have been with him.
Harry's informant is a Pokemon.
Get him!
He's barely moving.
Don't tell him that. Oh, he's on a bike. Come on, he thinks he's getting away. Look, quick! Get in front of him. Cut him off. You can make it.
Stop.
Oh, no. He's going down hard, Tim. Should have worn a helmet.
All right.
So I've been playing Pokemon since the 90s.
Since probably for as long as I've been alive. 94.
That is fucking accurate as shit. You were probably... No, I got blue version in 98, so you were probably...
I wasn't even 5 yet.
Yeah, you're probably...
I wasn't even 5 yet.
Wait, no. Your birthday's August 25th, right?
6.
26th. I think the Pokemon anniversary was like August 20-something. So you're like right there.
I'm right there.
You're like right there. Fucking baby. Anyways.
Andy's a baby.
We know we're late. We were supposed to shoot episode 3 last week.
Yep.
But last week they dropped a new Pokemon Sword and Shield trailer. And everyone is... Honestly, people are torn.
Yeah.
People are torn between what they're giving us in Sword and Shield and what they are used to getting from like Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, it's a battle between what can you create that's relevant versus bringing back still the nostalgic feeling of when you first started playing.
Honestly, I'm like kind of torn on
Are
Team
you really?
Yell. Like I'm not
on
Team Yell.
Oh.
Like I mean, you guys have been developing these games for how long, and that's the best team you guys came up with, Game Freak? Team Yell? I'm not too impressed. I wasn't too impressed with Team Skull either in Gen 7 with Sun and Moon. I think
Okay.
the last good team that I liked was probably Team Magma or Team Aqua, depending on which version you played, Ruby or Sapphire.
Sapphire. Yep.
So those are like the last ones I remembered.
That was years ago.
2003, I think.
Like
was Ruby and
15
Sapphire.
years.
Yeah, well, they made a remake like 2 years ago, 2015.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
2015, not 2 years ago. 2014, I think they made the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire remake.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we got all this new stuff, that new Zigzagoon evolution.
Very cool. Nice little touch to creating something new, but still keeping it the same.
I'm sorry, it looks like Gene Simmons. It looks like Gene Simmons. Like, did they look at Gene Simmons and be like,
So, like, if we made that a
we can make him
Pokemon, yeah,
I think that's what they did, honest to God.
I'll take it.
Wow. So what do you think about Sword and Shield?
Well, there hasn't been a Pokemon game that I haven't liked.
What was the last Pokemon game you played?
God, I played a little bit of Sun and Moon.
Really? That's
A
interesting.
very little bit.
I don't like
And
Sun
Let's Go Eevee.
yeah, I got that for you for Christmas.
You did.
Yeah.
Thank
did
you very
beat it?
much. No, but this guy did. ANDG beat the game.
Did you complete the Pokedex?
Yes.
He said yes, in case you guys did not hear.
He did.
I like after I like got all 8 badges, I just kind of put it down. There's something about like getting close to beating a game and then me just like, okay, well that's just about done. I'll come back to it like 2 years. Yeah, well,
Okay. That says a lot about you as a person.
but I did beat Breath of the Wild. I mean, like that was a
That's
non-stop
impressive.
game. And
Still haven't played that.
yeah, you're the only dude on the planet. With
I'm
a
the only
Switch
guy.
that doesn't.
I'm
have
on
Breath
a
of the Wild.
nerd TV show on YouTube and I haven't even played Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Mark,
Paradox.
Mark,
Paradox.
if you're watching, hurry back. Hurry back to the
We miss you,
chair.
Marky Mark.
Yes, you need to
I want to just press the buttons.
make it back, please. I mean, anyways, you gotta make it to where you gotta get ready for Breath of the Wild 2. That comes out sometime next year. But we're not talking about Breath of the Wild.
We're not talking about that.
Pokemon is. I'm excited for Sword and Shield. I'm mainly excited for the exploration of a new region.
Mhm.
I don't know.
That was always my favorite part.
Yeah, it's everyone's favorite part to
Yeah.
explore a new region and see
Just to
what it
look,
looks like.
see what else is out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone loves that. My favorite region was Gen 2 Johto region because it was based off of Kyoto, Japan, which
Okay.
is where they have a lot of the traditional Japanese culture there. And they kind of bled that into the Johto region because if you play Johto or Silver and Gold version, there's a lot of traditional Japanese architecture.
What
customs and
was-
stuff?
What was the region that has a conspiracy theory because of the music?
That would be Lavender Town.
Oh, yes. You just said region that just sparked my memory.
Kanto, yeah, it's Kanto region.
Kanto.
But it
Yeah.
was like before the Pokemon came here,
Back when it was in
like
the
96.
Eastern Hemisphere, right? Yeah.
Yeah, back
Like
when it was over
Asia.
there, the music in Lavender Town was so high pitched that it caused people to fucking go crazy or something
Yep.
like that. Some people were just talking about like the game was haunted and it kind of turned into this huge creepypasta. So people were writing ghost stories about like the game was haunted and like Professor Oak was like a demon in the game and shit like that. It was really fucking
People stretched
crazy.
it.
People stretch it, but if you had no idea what a creepypasta was and you read it,
Yep.
you would take it as fact. You'd be like, "Oh my god, like, I played that when I was a kid. No wonder I had nightmares." Like, no,
No wonder we're all messed up.
exactly. But
makes
even
sense.
like today, like even when you were in Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, when you got into Lavender Town,
Yep.
it was just weird. I think because you had the idea that Pokemon can die. I thought they just fainted. No,
Yeah.
they actually can die at some point. And as a child, like 9 or 10 playing a Pokemon game, you figure out that Pokemon graveyard. You're like, oh, that's disturbing.
Like, how many times can you faint before you stop fainting?
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
just like, kind of weird, but kind of just at 10 years old, you kind of realize your mortality, I guess.
What a nice way to introduce it.
Yeah, I mean,
Pick
to
your
a game.
Pokemon and life lessons.
He might die someday. The game might not save as well. But a lot of people are looking forward to Sword and Shield. I mean, people were just theorizing all day about Gen 8 and like what the Pokemon are going to be, what the starters are going to be, what region is the Galar region going to be based on in terms of real world places.
Mhm.
I honestly think, and this is my personal opinion, that they should have kept the Pokemon inspiration regions in Japan.
Okay.
That's just me.
Why is that?
because it's just weird that now they're exploring out throughout the entire world. Like Kalos was Paris. You know, if you've been to Paris, there's real life places that they put in the game, right? Palace of Versailles, the Eiffel Tower, stuff like that. And then Gen 6, or I mean Gen 7, the Alola region based off of Hawaii. And there's real life places over there that you can relate to in the game.
But you don't like that? You want it to stay?
It's not that I don't like it. I just think that I'm a fan of Japanese culture, and I love the way they do things. And seeing that in a game, this is why Pokemon Silver and Gold versions are still my favorite games to date, because I just love the mythology behind Japanese culture and the lore and the Pokemon games. It's kind of merging into it together and doing it that way. I just like that. That's just me.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Honestly, as they keep on expanding and trying new things, I say explore.
Yeah.
I say go.
Just like let's go Eevee.
Let's go Eevee.
Let's go Eevee. What else from the trailer that we pulled out? We got that little thing that has a hangry mode now. Sometimes I say shit like that, and I'm like...
You know what that reminds me of? Do you remember those little... They're still around. They're like kid stuffed animals that's a smiling. And when you squeeze it... Furbies. And you squeeze it and the face turns evil. And it's like meant to scare kids. It's like this little stuffed animal. And you squeeze the stomach and then the face turns from happy to like angry. And that's what it reminded me of, because it's like this little happy potato. And then it's an evil potato.
There's a creepypasta on it too, where the Furbies are like demons on the inside.
Creepypasta, demons on inside, Furbies.
Yep.
I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about at all.
It's an actual thing. Yeah.
No, I've never remembered that.
Like people were scaring their little kids and they're like their pets with it.
Unless I had one when I was a kid and it was so bad that I mentally blocked it out.
I don't know if they even had them around.
My sister had a Furby and that shit woke me up in the middle of the night saying, feed me.
It wasn't a Furby.
Fuck you, Furby.
They're not Furbies.
Maybe they're like in a...
Furbies for sure. I'm like 99% positive.
Next segment, I'm gonna look it up
Dude,
and
they're
tell
like
them.
this big, they had like the little beaks and like they had like a white...
I know what you're talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'll pull it up before the next segment.
Okay.
But that's what the little potato reminds me of. Where it's like you pissed off too many times and it becomes angry.
I
love that.
When I
Angry.
see shit like that in Pokemon games, I just think to myself like, you guys run out of ideas.
Well, yeah, it reminds you of your girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend now?
Segment 5. Andy's girlfriend.
All right, guys, we'll be right back with the results of a poll that we took on Twitter. You guys will be able to check it out. And if you don't vote next time, then hey, you're not doing as much. I'm just rambling now. You can go ahead.
10 million points for Griffin Puff! Fuck you, Snake! Griffin Puff wins!
Dude, you know, it's almost that time of year where you just lay back and just kick it and just watch Harry Potter in your fucking robe all day.
Mm-hmm.
God,
I do know.
love those days.
With
You know-
pumpkin.
Pumpkin
Pumpkin spice everything.
Oh, pumpkin spice everything.
Yes.
We got
Fun fact, not to cut you off, but fun fact, my girlfriend actually voluntold me to buy the complete set Blu-ray on Amazon Prime Day. So I've got every single movie. Harry Potter. My
We have
house.
to do a movie night.
We are going to have to do a movie night.
You got to do it at my house because I got a fireplace.
You have a cat. It's going to be at my house. Thank you very much.
But we just
Deal. My house.
We just carried the fur over to your house, so it's like the same thing.
No.
Fine. Anyways.
I've got a nice couch.
It is kind of nice. Kind of fall asleep on there. As long as I can bring my Gryffindor Quidditch robe and my wand.
Is that your cat?
Maybe he sits right next to it.
Then no. Also, fun fact, I am very allergic to cats.
Oh, you know how to kill him now.
There you go.
Okay.
Cyanide.
Cool. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we do a poll on Twitter every single week for every single episode. And as you can see by our background, it is Harry Potter related. So we took to the polls and asked you guys, what Hogwarts house are you? Now, before we give out the results, what Hogwarts house are you?
I would honestly say Ravenclaw.
Really? Why
I would.
Ravenclaw? You know that's for the rise in intelligence, right?
Never. Okay, because I was going to say because I consider myself smart, but never mind.
Only your mom thinks you're smart. That's okay.
My mom thinks I'm really smart. She tells me every single day how smart I am. Yeah.
I think your mom is being sarcastic half the time, but
Irrelevant. She tells me I'm smart and pretty.
a little bit. A little bit.
Smidgen.
Andy, what Hogwarts house are you?
I'm gonna have to go with Slytherin.
Slytherin, because you're a snake.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm
Is honesty in the Slytherin? Because if so, that's also Andy.
No, there's no sense of. I don't know. Is there honesty in the Slytherin house?
I mean, they were devious, but they weren't like. Were they liars? I don't think they were ever liars.
Guys, if you think Slytherin's being honest is a quality to be in Slytherin, comment below. We really want to know.
That's a good question.
This way, yeah. Comment below if all Slytherins, if honesty is a quality in Slytherin.
Yeah.
Because that can go both ways. You can be
It
honestly bad. You can be just honest.
Yeah, like your intentions.
But in the movie they said, or in the books they said, no good wizard has ever come out of Slytherin. So it's like, well.
But good and honest don't mean the same thing.
It depends on what context of honest you're trying to put it into. You can be like honest and be like, I honestly hate muggles, which is somehow racist.
Probably.
Yeah.
I honestly hate the black muggles.
Yeah. Well,
that's racist.
That's super racist. I can't edit that out.
Well, no, I was just showing an example.
Are you sure?
Yes.
For the results!
All right. Well, wait, I got to tell you my house. I went to Universal Studios and actually got sorted into Gryffindor. But honestly, I like the green and silver colors of Slytherin. So just like how people are able to choose their gender based on days, I'm able to choose my Hogwarts house based on.
I gotta go. We just started talking. We were talking about something super real, like Hogwarts, and then you mentioned genders, and now since we're talking about make believe, I gotta go.
I'm Hogwarts house fluid, ladies and gentlemen.
House fluid. Oh,
I fluctuate between Slytherin and Gryffindor.
Really, just depends. It also depends on my zodiac. What zodiac I'm in.
That's true. All right, let's get to the results, you guys. We asked you guys which Hogwarts house you guys are, and the result out of like 100. Just click the Twitter. Out of 138 votes. Yeah, this one was very popular.
Absolutely. You mentioned Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, Harry Potter and
I
hashtagged everything out of it, right?
Yeah.
So coming in first, we had Slytherin, and then we had Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Gryffindor, and it was really tight. We had
Slytherin and Ravenclaw are tied.
Slytherin and Ravenclaw were tied for the win.
Yes.
And then Hufflepuff, Gryffindor were tied. Well, no, Gryffindor actually came in second. Hufflepuff came in third.
Yeah, by 2%.
By 2%. So
Just
Slytherin
2%.
and Ravenclaw, you guys won by 26%. Gryffindor, you guys came in second at 25%.
Which is 1% difference.
1% difference. And last but not least,
Hufflepuff
Hufflepuff
had 23.
23%. Honestly, I don't even know what qualities would make a Hufflepuff.
Aren't they just like happy, go marry people?
I don't know.
Aren't they kind of like the
So
optimistic one? Gryffindor's brave.
Yeah.
Ravenclaw's smart.
Yeah, Ravenclaw's smart.
Slytherin is strong, right?
Slytherin is, I like to say, by any means necessary. Like they achieve their goals by any means necessary.
Okay.
So I guess they're more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Go-getters.
Go-getters, what's another word?
Productive.
No.
Jack of all trades.
No, it starts with a D. Not doers.
Not doers. That's delicious.
I want to say divergent, but it's not divergent. Directive,
really
I guess.
helping.
They're very directive. Like they know what they want and they're going to get it.
Dedicated.
Yeah, that's the word.
Dedicated. Sure.
There we go.
We'll go with
They're
that.
dedicated, and then
Hufflepuff are just happy.
I mean, define happy. Like,
I don't know. I mean, not brave, not smart, and not dedicated.
okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
that's weird. But if Harry Potter was
Help
real,
us.
like they have Ilvermorny, which is the American version of Hogwarts here. And I always like, what would that look like in 2019? Just the people walking around like American scars, like America. Bitch.
Shirtless dude at a barbecue
With a
Shirtless dude
beard.
out of barbecue with a beard
with a spatula in hand.
and a bald eagle on his shoulder, right?
What?
And a bald eagle.
They don't have owls. They have
Eagles.
we have fucking eagles and shit that's in our letters.
The real endangered species.
That
Go
would
get
be
my
cool.
beer. I need my beer. Regardium Leviosa. Come over here.
Could you imagine if the
Wingardium
four
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Could you imagine if the four houses were like the four stereotypical Americans? Like we can get
Whoa! I just
Let's
got
break
real.
those down.
Whoa! This might get flagged.
okay
But you know how Hogwarts
demonetized.
I'm not gonna. I shouldn't say this, but it's so fucking funny.
Then please don't. Why is it on the?
No,
Why is
I
it?
wanna
Why
hear
is
it.
it on the episode that my face is on?
I'm sorry. It's
Go
gonna
for
be
it.
fucked up. It's gonna be funny at the same time.
Okay.
But do you know,
I really don't know what he's gonna say. I honestly don't. This just came up on my head. This all
Do
improv.
you know how at Hogwarts they have house elves to like clean up their shit?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I do know.
Yeah, what do we do?
Because Dobby. Dobby,
I
yeah.
think you kind of know where I'm going with this.
I do.
I don't think the fans know, though.
I think
But tell me, Will, where are you going with this? Where are you going with the house elves?
You know, before certain people got their rights to go to school,
Mm-hmm.
they had to do certain things. I'm not going there. Stop.
You know, I took something that I thought was gonna be fun and funny, and you turned it into evil, man.
Oh, I don't think we're ever going to get monetized on these things anymore. Oh my God, guys, it's okay. It is a joke.
okay.
We don't need you down in the comments. Will the Hook Studios is racist. Apparently, according to liberal logic, black people can't be racist. So.
That's a dirty fucking lie.
But it's true according to liberal logic. So hey, can't be racist. I can't be racist. I can be a coon apparently, but apparently, you know, I can be that. But no one's.
Okay.
I can't be racist technically. At the tone of my skin color. Sometimes intersectionality works out in my favor.
You know, if you were just lower the brightness, I could also not be racist in this video. That's all I gotta do.
You know,
That's all we gotta do.
I tried turning off the lights, but the green screen would just.
The green screen would
Just
disappear.
mess up.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not a green screen. We're actually,
Andy, did you like
we're actually
that?
at Hogwarts.
Andy loved.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for
That's
today.
pretty much it. Great
Oh,
poll, though.
wait,
Great poll.
no, we have to announce the winners of the Alita Battle Angel giveaway.
This is all you.
All right.
Because I
All
honestly
right.
don't know. I honestly don't know who won or anything.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
we're going to start doing giveaways, and this is our first giveaway.
Yes.
We're actually giving away a 4K DVD copy of Alita Battle Angel. Why? Because Alita Battle Angel was badass. Literally the best movie for a female lead. Kid you not. Like, watch that movie. You don't have to go in looking for the original manga or an anime. Just watch the movie. You're going to love it. It's great. They're not pushing any type of like feminist agenda or anything like that. Alita is just badass in this movie.
And
And
she's
that's
got
how you
big
write a
eyes.
female life. She has big eyes, and I guess there's a reason why she has those eyes that they explain in the original manga for anime. They said
They
that
did a great adaptation, though.
it was great.
It was really good.
Who was that? Rosa Salazar, who played Alita. Gosh, she's so hot. Dude. All right, so the winner of our Alita Battle Angel giveaway is my friend on Twitter, Jesse Mija. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mija? Well, how do you pronounce it? M-E-I-J-A.
Mija.
Mija?
Mija. Yep.
You sure? Why are you laughing?
I'm sure. Oh, there's an inside joke with that.
Oh.
And we're not going to talk about it. Maybe we'll do it in a blooper section as soon as this is done. But you're saying it right. Yes.
Okay, I'm saying it right. So Jesse Mija, you are the winner of our 4K DVD giveaway of Alita Battle Angel. If I pronounce your name wrong, I will post a comment on the thing that you guys can all see. So congratulations on winning. We're going to send it out to you as soon as possible. Okay, guys? Well, thank you for watching Nerd Power Hour. We're
Thank
gonna
you
come
for
back.
having me.
Thank you for hosting, because since Mark is gone, it's
I
kind
know.
of been kind of lonely.
We miss him. R.I.P. to Marky Mark.
Mark, if you're watching, he's in the
I did
Philippines.
great, but I'm not Marky Mark. I just want to be in like a segment or two.
Well, we got to get that third mic working. Once we do that again, we'll be
Game over.
game over.
Game
We gotta figure that
over.
out. All right, guys. So tune in next week for episode 4. We're going to talk about more stuff. If you guys have any stories that you want us to talk about,
Yes.
let us know.
Please.
I also came up with an idea this morning
Mhm.
called Nerd Queries, where people ask us questions about certain things about nerd culture, pop culture, and we do our best to try and answer them.
That's perfect.
So that could be a cool little segment that we can do. So if you guys have any questions, we really
Yeah.
want to try and get this Nerd Query segment
Yeah.
going. So ask us anything, about anywhere. It doesn't matter what it is.
Also sports, which I know isn't nerdy, but I know quite a bit about sports.
He does.
Worth mentioning.
He really does.
Worth
Ask
mentioning.
anything on Wednesday. How about that?
Yeah.
Have
No.
anything what?
No, I don't want to get into that. We're not going to become a Q&A.
Anyways, guys, enjoy your night, and we will see you next time
Absolutely.
on Nerd Power Hour. Deuces.